And hello, this is Nick Givens, and
Ryan Cross here.
we are here to announce tonight's game. This is the semifinals of this state tournament in Georgia. And we have our batting order for Warner Robins. And batting leadoff, number 10, Camden Cunningham. Number 25, Spencer Hawes. Number 19, Troy Carpenter. Number 4, number 16, Luke Wilhide. Number 23, Brooks Willis. Number 2, Eli Stevens. Number 22, Connor Bruton. Number 9, Hunter Chiapelta. Number 11, and last, number 11, Ryan Maddy or something. And their subs are number 7, Jake Haywell. Number 5, Reed McFadden. And number 42, Isaac Velx, I think.
All right, here we go. First pitch should be coming up about right now.
After a long rain delay, we are ready to get this game underway.
First pitch is at 8:30, a perfect time for some baseball.
Oh, gets him with a nice curveball. There's strike one.
And here's a soft ground ball to third base, and it's a underthrow, and it gets past the first baseman. The runner's to second, now he's going to third. The cutoff throw will not make it in time. He will hold it, and now we have a runner on third on only the second pitch of the game.
The error by the third baseman looks like Johnny Giavotella just thought his first baseman could get that throw, rushed a little bit. Cunningham, the fast runner, and they couldn't hold it out to get the out. And now standing in is Spencer. Swings at a high strike. The fields right now, they're all bumpy. About an hour and a half rain delay.
He shows bunt and hits it foul off to the third base line.
Behind home plate is your umpire, Hugh Norman, and your field umpire, who was in the Little League World Series. We'll get his name in just a moment. You might have seen him on TV last year. And the count is 0-2.
A low strike in the dirt. Catcher can't handle it, but it doesn't go far. The runner will stay at third.
It was actually a low ball. Counts 1-2.
My bad.
Pitch nearly hits Young Haas.
And that's ball 2.
Oh, and Ross Dooley, the pitcher, strikes him out.
On a nice place pitch, right in the outside corner, low. Couldn't have been placed any better.
Now batting number 19, Troy Carpenter. This kid's got some power and a little bit of speed to go along with that power.
Ooh, and it's a line drive down the third base line. A perfectly placed hit, and that's going to be a double. Yes, it will be. A great hit, drives in a run.
Carpenter scores.
That was just a beautiful hit.
Now here is Luke Wilhide, number 16. If he gets a hold of one, you know it's going to go far.
Looks like power up there.
No batting gloves, old school. Gotta like that.
And an outside ball gets away from the catcher, and the runner advances to third. Counts 1-0.
Ooh, the ball gets passed. Here
Again,
comes the runner home, and he is safe without a throw from the catcher.
that's 2 pitches in a row in about the same place. Get away from the catcher. And there's another run and another ball. The count is 2-0.
And Warner Robins takes a fast lead. They already lead by 2. And Chatham hasn't even gotten a chance to bat yet.
A high ball here. Also, the catcher bobbles. Having a little rough time, but that's probably nothing. So the count's 3-0. Probably going to watch this pitch here.
Unless it's right in his hot zone.
Ooh.
Oh, he thought it was.
Took
Fouls it up, back off, right back at us to the screen. And Dooley looks in. And Wilhide will take ball 4.
Another low ball in the same place the first 2 pitches were. Gets away from the catcher again.
And now here comes to the plate Brooks Willis, number 23. Left-handed hitter. A ball in the dirt. Wilhide gets it down to second. And the catcher doesn't even have time to throw it down.
It once again got away from him.
The catcher, number 3, Wyatt Oliver, had to deal with some tough pitches from Ross Dooley.
And there's a bloop hit over to the shortstop.
Oh, heads up play right there. That was
Wow.
very, very heads up.
So what happened was it was a ground ball hit. The runner thought the shortstop was going to throw it to first. He got a little step off, and then the shortstop had just enough time to tag him, and there's your second out.
Great job by Robbie Holden. Outside pitch, and the runner surprisingly does not advance on that.
Got away from the catcher again.
And looks like Eli Stevens is hitting now. Ball 2 outside.
Do you want that? And there's an outside strike about middle high, belt high. Count is 2-1. And here's a hard ground ball to the shortstop. He handles it well and steps on second for the third out. And now going into the bottom of the first, the score is 2-0 Warner Robins.
And pitching for Warner Robins is Camden Cunningham. A total 19 pitches for Robbie Holden that last inning. And he is up to bat right now first for Chatham.
And the pitcher looks in, but then steps off. Might have not got the sign. A low ball there.
This guy throws hard.
Count is 1-0.
Strike on the outside corner. Count is 1-1 on Robbie Holden, the pitcher. Very efficient inning last inning. A ball in the dirt. Counts 2-1 now.
And that gets away from the catcher. A lot of pass balls we've seen here. I don't know if it's because of the conditions. We had a 1 hour rain delay. Maybe even a little more than that.
Hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah. And there was a big puddle that back there.
Or it could very well be the age group.
It could be how they move. And there is a
close
low ball.
on the corner. Robbie Holden draws a walk, and Chatham has their first base runner.
And now coming up to the plate, Carson Curtis.
Small guy, has a lot of power.
Really? And that is an outside strike, but the catcher throws to first base. Runner is safe.
Like how he goes old-fashioned, pulling those pant legs up, showing those shocks.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, looked like it was right down the middle, but apparently it was high. Counts now 2-0. Or 1-1, my bad.
And there's a soft ground ball to first base. And, oh, the runner at second is out. Very close play there.
You know, he definitely didn't lazy his butt over there to second. He got on his horse and tried to beat that throw out and almost paid off, but not quite.
And he looked like a very aggressive base runner. His secondary was almost a quarter of the way to the second base. And there's a high and decently inside first pitch. The count's 1-0.
Now here's Joey Cardillo.
And there's another high and inside pitch. Counts 2-0.
Joey Cardillo holds a bat unusually, but I mean, if it works for him, then why not keep it that way?
Yeah.
A strike right down the pipe. And automatically, the catcher, Eli Stevens, having to make sure those runners don't get too far off the base. And another strike, throws it back.
And it gets away from first base. The runner is going. That might be a risky move. Oh, and he's safe.
Pays off. The throw by the right fielder, Ryan Mady, almost caught up to him, but the throw just got away from the first baseman and allowed the runner to advance.
There's another strike. That's strike 3 on the same pitch as the last.
Catches Joey Cardillo looking.
Outside and low pitch. Best place to have him.
Now we have Braden Swab, number 9, coming up to hit.
Ooh.
Almost hits him in the head.
But he ducks and it gets over him.
On these fielding conditions, you don't want to get too far off the base because you could slip and fall, and that'll be the end of that time on the bases.
Very much. And here's a pretty decent high fly ball to right field,
But it's foul. And Cunningham asking for a new ball. Throws right back, and he's ready to get this at bat over so he can go back and go on the offensive end. The count's 1-1 right now with 2 outs.
And there's a check swing. Did he go? I don't think he did.
He is still thinking about swinging at that pitch. My, was
Ooh.
that pretty. Cloudy held it up there. Counts 2-1.
Another,
Ball in the dirt.
and that was another kind of check swing. More like a, should I hit it? Should I swing? But he chose not to. And there's another ball, and that's ball 4.
Cunningham isn't happy with that pitch right there.
We got runners on first and second here with 2 outs.
And so far, Cunningham has thrown 18. And it looks like we have time on the field for something.
I think it's because maybe the first base coach is a player. I don't know, but he does not look like a coach. I wonder what this is for. People are looking off to the stands. And play continues as Ross Dooley comes up to the plate.
Ball outside.
Ball outside.
Man, they're taking a big lead.
Huge.
If I was Warner Robbins right now, I'd be ready to pick that guy off. Snap back throw right back to second might get him.
Ooh, or to first. Wow, that runner on second got a few steps from halfway to third base, and there was no throw attempted.
All you really have to do in those situations
There's an outside
is throw
pitch.
it right when he starts coming off the base, and his momentum might pull him off and maybe trip himself up, and you
Yeah.
can get the out.
Slip in these wet conditions. There's a low and inside pitch, placed pretty good, and that makes it 3-1.
Cunningham cannot give up another walk. That'll be his third.
And here's a ground ball, or a foul ball off the end of the bat, goes down the third baseline.
And getting another new ball from the home plate umpire.
That's something we're probably going to see a lot today because of the wetness of the field. If it hits the ground, it's going to get muddy.
And here we go, payoff pitch.
And it
Strike
is a,
3
wow,
catches him looking. There's his second strikeout.
right on
Pretty pitch.
right on the edge of the plate, belt high. I'm surprised he didn't swing, actually.
Score is now 2-0 Warner Robbins. here's Connor Bruton.
Number 22 shows bunt and hits it in the middle of third base in the pitcher, and it is a nice play by the third baseman, a running throw that gets the runner.
Great job by Johnny DiGiovitello.
Amazing. He was charging, picked it up, still in motion, and made a nice throw to first base to retire him.
Now here's a shortstop, Hunter Chiapelta. One batting glove on, and takes the first pitch high for ball 1.
Here's a outside pitch, about chest high, gets away from the catcher.
Pops it up,
Ooh,
and
the catcher
might be
might get
play
it.
for the catcher,
Oh,
but it drops.
that was a high pop-up. Catcher couldn't get to it in foul territory.
And high for ball 3. The count's now 3-1. And Ross Dooley gets himself in a 3-2 count on Hunter Chiapelta. Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4. He heads down to first base. And they have their first base runner on for Ryan Mackey. Plays right field. Almost had that out at second base, but couldn't quite get that.
And he is a tall and pretty big guy. Looks like he has a lot of power.
Surprised he's batting 9th, maybe to get that order back to the top.
Oh, and there's a little lob to second base, and then there's an overthrow to first, trying to get out the
An overthrow to first, trying to get that guy off. Might not have tagged up, but it goes under the first baseman's glove. And Hunter Chiapelta winds up at second. Now here's the leadoff hitter, Caden Cunningham. Reached third on an error his last time up.
And there is a high and inside pitch. Ball 1. Ooh, and there's a nice bloop hit that gets past the third baseman, and the runner is coming home. It's a nice throw, and he jumps over the tag.
What a play.
Wow.
He might have gotten him. I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. It was a perfect throw right on the money. The catcher had it, placed it low, and then the runner jumped over the catcher's glove.
Great job by Hunter Chiapelta. You do not see that every day.
And that's something you can't teach. It's just instinct.
And athleticism.
Yes.
Now here's Spencer Younghouse.
Ooh,
Bunts,
tries
but
bunt.
way too high, and
Heads back kind of towards us. And that's strike 1.
Ross Dooley has been pitching well, but his team cannot seem to stop making errors and dumb decisions.
And there's a outside and low pitch that gets
Whoa.
past the...
He slips rounding third base.
Yes, the runner slips rounding third base. But that pitch got past the catcher.
The count's now 1-1.
Ooh, and a hard swing.
He was definitely trying to take that one in the trees.
And there's strike two.
Ross Dooley throws it.
Ooh, and it's a inside pitch. He tries to fight it off, and he doesn't get there in time. And there's 3 outs. Warner Robins scores 1 run, but that'll be it for their inning.
Great job by Carson Curtis.
And now coming in to pitch for Warner Robins is number 16, Luke Wilhide.
Cunningham had a nice outing pitching. He had 24 pitches. And the lineup for Chatham is Robbie Holden, Carson Curtis, Joey Cardillo, Braden Swab, Ross Dooley, Owen Jones, Wyatt Oliver, Ben Fernandez, and Jackson Robinson.
And now time is called because the right fielder needs to tie his shoes. And that, kids, is why you always double lace.
Real jokester up here. And here's the center fielder, Owen Jones. This is his first time up this evening. Luke Wilhide will trying to get a quick outing right here. Ball outside for his first pitch.
Okay, go. And the second pitch is fouled back. Count is 1-1.
He swings right through that pitch, and the count's now 1-2. And there's strike three. Luke Wilhide retires his first batter. Here's Wyatt Oliver, the catcher.
And it is a outside strike about belt high. Nice pitch. Count is 0-1. there's a line drive hit down the right field line. It's foul though. Spooked some fans over there.
And he grounds it back to the pitcher, and an easy play right to first base for the second out of the inning.
The runner made it close though. He hustled down that line.
Looks like Luke Wilhide thought that was out number 3 and headed for the dugout. Now here's Ben Fernandez.
And he shows bunt, and he gets it right on the first base line, but then it bounces foul.
And now Luke Wilhide's the one tying his shoes. Again, double ace, children, double ace. And the count now 0-1. Ben Fernandez looking to get on base.
And he swings at a perfect pitch right down the middle, but misses.
This Warner Robins team isn't looking too shabby. You know, every player looks ready to play at all times.
And there's a ground ball to the shortstop, a long throw, and a first baseman stretches to get the last out.
What a nice stretch by Troy Carpenter.
There was nothing really special about that play. It just looked really nice.
And the score is still 3-0 Warner Robins. And now here's the top of the third as the Warner Robins team is beating Chatham 3-0. But Chatham still isn't out this. They can come back and win this just as easy as Warner Robins can take home this victory. Now here's Troy Carpenter standing in. He got a double and an RBI last time. And Ross Dooley has only allowed 3 runs, one of which was on an error.
And there's a foul ball back to the fence back here. Count is 0-1. And there is a hard hit ball to left field. Oh, and it hits the left fielder in the leg. And that's only going to be a single because it didn't go past him.
Great job of keeping that ball in front of him by, looks like number 4, Jared Sykes.
And that probably would have been a double if it wasn't hit as hard as he did, because it got there very quick.
Now here's Luke Wilhide, the pitcher, who got 3 straight outs last time.
And there's a...
what a hit in the gap.
That's probably going to be a double. Yes, it is. Ooh, and the run
And
will...
here comes Troy Carpenter across the plate. Catcher almost got in the way there. A little bit disrespectful, but might not have done it on purpose. And it's 4-0 now for Warner Robins. Nice little double and an RBI by Luke Wilhide.
And there's a strike. Swinging strike. And there's a hard hit ball to second base by Brooks Willis.
What a play.
And an amazing play by the second baseman.
Carson Curtis, man, that
Wow.
was definitely a Jose Altuve type play. I mean, he has Jose Altuve type stature and very short, but you can never judge a man by his height, and that's a great job there to record the first out of the inning.
He dove for the ball. I think it hit off his glove, and then he made a nice throw to the first baseman. And here's an outside pitch that gets away from the catcher, and that will be ball 1 to Eli Stevens.
Left-handed hitter got a little pop in that bat
Ooh,
and grounds it out. The pitcher somehow fields it
wow.
and records the out at first base. That was really close. Great job running that out by Eli Stevens.
Makes a nice sidearm throw, leaning down. And that is out number 2.
And here is Connor Bruton, the second baseman, who grounded out last time up. Oh, looks like a pitching or hitting change. Now it's number 5, Reed McFadden. Looks like he might come in and play second base, or the Warner Robins team might switch their players around in their positions. McFadden ready to swing and try to get Luke Wilhide across the plate to score their 5th run.
And here comes the pitch. A low pitch, and then the First baseman catches it in foul territory, and that's out number 3.
And the score now is 4-0, Warner Robins.
Yes.
And now it looks like we will have Ben Fernandez coming to hit. At least I think.
The first pitch is a outside and low strike, and the count is 0-1.
That actually looks like Jackson Robinson, the center fielder.
And
Ball
another
low.
low and outside pitch, but this one's a little too low, and it gets away from the catcher. Count is 1-1.
No call there. Look right on the corner, but I guess the blue behind home plate didn't think so. That counts 2-1.
And there's
Nice pitch on the corner. The count is now 2-2, and Luke Wilhide looking to get his third strikeout.
And there it is. A swinging strikeout at a low pitch right down the middle.
Luke Wilhide has 15 pitches in this impressive outing right now.
It's wonderful. He's, I think, 3 out of 4 at bats were strikeouts.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Now here's Robbie Holden, the shortstop. He
And
got a walk last time.
And there was a outside pitch, and that was started off 1-0.
Ooh, nicks him. And there's another time he gets on base. This time he's hit. And now there's a runner on first for Carson Curtis. Made a nice play last time on the defensive end at second base.
Beautiful play.
He got a fielder's choice last time up. And he's showing bunt. Third baseman already charging in. He pulls it back on the outside pitch.
The third baseman, he was about even with the pitcher's mound.
These rules for this age group, once you show bunt, you can't pull back. So might as well get down there.
Ooh. Oh, never mind. And that could be a Oh.
Looks like this Robbie Holden smacked the shortstop's glove when he was trying to turn the double play. Efficient, but not very sportsmanlike. Here's Joey Cardillo, struck out last time.
And there's an outside and low strike, and the runner, he had his secondary. It was a little too far. The catcher threw it back to first, and then the runner took off for second. And
pure speed right there. Gets in safely.
I think that's a stolen base, as he is now at second.
Ball outside. And another big lead. Don't want to get too far off the base because these catchers and fielders will throw you out.
Ooh, a high and inside pitch. He takes a nice cut.
Chopped that one like a sword.
Yep.
And there's out number 3.
Going into the 4th inning, the score is 4-0.
Still pitching for Chatham, Ross Ducey at 41 pitches. Been very efficient so far here. Only let up 4 runs. Hoping his team can get back in this ball game and might come out with a dub. And here's Hunter Chiapalza, the shortstop. He walked his first time up. Maybe he can get on base again. And Ross Dooley. Oh,
Ooh.
there's a hit in the gap.
That might be a gapper. Yes, it is. That is a nice
He's
piece of
going
hitting.
to
Ooh,
and doesn't turn. Oh, he
oh.
does turn around for third,
Is that?
and he will be there standing up without a throw.
Wow.
Hunter Chiapelto with a leadoff triple.
Great hit right there. Right between the right and center fielder. Rolled all the way to the fence. And there's a high and inside pitch.
Here's Isaac Velez, number 49. He's in place of Ryan Matty. Shows bunt.
And hits it down the third base line, but foul. The count is now 1-1.
And Dooley looks in on the 1-1 pitch. And the ball in the dirt, but nice stop by the catcher to keep the runner at third.
And there is a high pitch fouled off towards the right side. Count is 2-2 now.
And loads back. And there's a ball in the dirt. The count is now 3-2.
And a nice save by the catcher to not let that run score.
Payoff pitch coming home. Takes a rip at that right to
that's
center
gonna
field,
drop.
and it drops right in. Center fielder can't handle it.
And there's another run for Warner Robins.
Hunter Chiapelto scores. And here's Camden Cunningham, leadoff hitter. Reached third on an error in the first inning. Looking to move Isaac Velez around the bases. And there's a ball outside.
Ooh. A very aggressive secondary by the runner, but no throw was attempted back.
Here's the pitch. Takes a rip, but it's fouled off. Counts now 1-1. And they're switching balls now. And Camden Cunningham waits for the pitch, and he slaps it to shortstop.
A hard ground ball to the shortstop, and it gets past him.
Johnny DiVitello just couldn't handle that one. And now there's runner on first and second with no outs. For looks like a substitution. Yes, it is. Number 7, Jake Haywell that actually looks like Jake Maxwell. Might have spelled that wrong. But oh well. Anyways, he is looking to get a hit here.
and they
And yes, he
check swing,
does.
and he went.
Just couldn't hold back that swing.
And that was a smart play by the left fielder on that hard ground ball. He backed up the shortstop so the runner didn't get to third. Second pitch is grounded to the pitcher, and he will go to first base.
Not second. Might have been able to get the double play, but he just got the easy out instead.
So now there are 2 runners in scoring position here with 1 out. And there's a low and inside pitch that he swings and misses at. Count is 0-1. The second pitch is in the dirt, and it's now a 1-1 count. Nice stop by the catcher, did not let that run score.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and the ball in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher to keep Velez at third. Runners on second and third. 1 out. Troy Carpenter.
And there's a high and outside pitch. Kind of scoots past the catcher, but not enough for the runner at third to get home. It is now a 3-1 count. And there's a high pitch that gets past the catcher, hits off the backstop so the runner cannot go. But now there's bases loaded, 1 out, and
For big boy Luke Wilhide.
their number 4 hitter coming up to the plate.
He is 1 for 1, a double and an RBI. Also got walked.
This is not a situation that the pitcher wants to be in right now. And there, it gets past the catcher, and the run will score.
Vela is definitely hustling down the third base line to make sure that run got across. Now Luke Wilhide will only have runners on second and third, but still looking to contribute to the team's lead as it gets bigger and goes to 6-0.
The second pitch is hit to the shortstop. And the shortstop thought there was a runner on first and tried to go for a force, but once he realized there was no runner coming, it was too late. Might have rushed it and threw it over the first baseman. So now 2 runs have scored on that error by the shortstop.
8-0 now. Here's Brooks Willis.
And the coach is coming out now. Might want a substitution or just to talk to his pitcher.
Or to talk to his team.
True. Thank you.
And the pitcher will not change. And Brooks Willis is still up to bat. Their left fielder. Still a runner on first.
And
Ooh,
the pitch
bat might have slipped there.
He might have tried to throw a curveball, but it just got out of his
I
fingers
don't.
wrong.
I don't think so. He's just having a hard
Well,
time with the wet field conditions.
the runner advances to second, though.
Brooks Willis looking to get another hit, and he
Ooh.
fouls it off right back at the screen towards us.
Off the end of the bat, an outside pitch. The 1-1 pitch.
In the dirt, but a nice stop by the catcher to hold the runner at second.
Count is now 2-1.
Wyatt Oliver has really had a tough time back there at catcher from his pitchers, but has definitely made made the Warner Robins lead a lot less from all the stop balls he's had today. Inside
Ooh.
pitch doesn't catch the corner, and the count is now 3-1 on Brooks Willis.
Sorry about that. Really addicting.
Takes a rip at the second baseman, handles the hop
makes
perfectly,
it. Ooh.
and nice throw.
So now we have 2 outs and a runner on third for Warner Robins baseball.
And Joey Cardillo was having a tough time at shortstop, but at second base, Carson Curtis has been perfect today for Chatham. Ball in the dirt.
Oh, and it's called a strike. Wow. Never mind. So now it is an 0-1 count. The batter takes a rip at it. Oh, a nice play by the first baseman as he has to rush to the ball and then come back to first base to get the quick out.
Man, Eli Stevens got robbed on that play.
That was
That's
a nice
his third
play.
ground out of the day.
Yeah.
Score is now 8-0, Warner Robins.
And there is a first strike to Braden Schwab.
The left fielder. He walked his first time up. And the ball in the dirt checks his swing, might have gone, but the umpire behind home plate doesn't think so, and the count is 1-1. Chatham really needs to get back in this ball game if they want to think about winning. Need to score at least 8
Ooh.
runs. He yanked it foul.
He hit that really hard, but it had a lot of curve, so it got away from the left field line.
That wasn't exactly the perfect pitch, you know. It looked about above his head, but he hit it pretty well. But sadly, he falls down to a 1-2 count.
I think that.
He gets rung up and doesn't
Wow.
like that call.
I think that Chatham Hill needs to get at least one run here to kind of get their
Offense back and running.
yeah. My bad. I was thinking about something else. Thinking about something about Civil War, but
And here's Ross Ducey.
and that is a high pitch.
Fouls it off. Hits the top of the bleachers. And the count's now 1-1. He fouls it. Oh, what a play. What a play by the shortstop. That was pretty nice
A running catch,
by Troy Carpenter.
and it makes it 2 outs now.
Robs Ross Ducey of a hit. And now stepping in is number 2, Owen Jones. Center fielder. He struck out his first time up. He fouls back up right at the screen.
The 0-1 pitch.
Strike on the outside corner. Doesn't
Wow.
like the call. Sure has a wide strike zone, this umpire. Counts now 0-2.
These Chatham players, as the game keeps going on, they're getting more frustrated, and you could see it. And there is a third strike swinging, and that will end the 4th inning.
And here's Reed McFadden. He's hitting now. And the ball low, it appears. Now pitching for Chatham, number 7, Joey Cardillo. Another high ball. Count is now 2-0. Reed McFadden grounded out last time. Wants to get on base right here so his team can attempt to mercy rule Chatham and go back home and enjoy and eat some pizza. Celebrate their win. And ball 4 high. That's 4 straight pitches, and their leadoff hitter is on.
And it looks like a sub here for Warner Robins.
Pinch runner. Number 25, Spencer Younghouse. And now hitting Hunter Chiapelza, the shortstop. Got a triple his last time up.
And there's a ball in the dirt, and the runner will go. Wow, he's speedy. The throw almost gets over the second baseman's head,
Almost knocks him over, too.
but he holds on to it.
Pops it up.
That's pretty high.
Might be a play for the center
Oh.
fielder, and it drops.
No.
Probably lost that ball in the lights. And
then
Younghouse will come around to score.
it is now 9-0.
Man, that's unfortunate for Chatham. The left fielder throwing his glove out there. That's the third time I've seen him do that this game.
Does not look very happy. I wouldn't be. But Warner Robins is a good team. Won the World Series in 2007.
Now here's Ryan Mackey, number 11. He popped out his first time up. That's a nice
There's
hit
a
in the
nice
gap.
hit.
Wow,
Oh,
what a play.
The center fielder.
He definitely redeemed himself on that play.
Yes.
I thought that was a base hit all day.
A running catch by the center fielder gets the first out. Wow.
Here's Camden Cunningham. He reached third on an error in the first inning, and he reached on another error in the third inning.
Ooh, a pitch high and inside. Oh, and the runner will go.
He's safe.
Gets past the second baseman. He is now on his way to third. Oh, and now his coach is running him home because the center fielder bobbled the ball.
Oh, he's safe.
He kind of trucked the catcher there. So a bobble by the center fielder that gives him enough time to get home. And then the catcher can't handle it. So he was safe.
Camden Cunningham, 1-0 count. Oh,
The umpire was not ready for that pitch.
Joey Giovitella threw it. Almost hit him in the face.
And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Another high ball. Count is now 2-0.
And that one's right down the pipe. Count is now 2-1 for Camden Cunningham.
And he hits a high pitch to the shortstop. Might have a nice play. Ooh, and a hard
Gets him
throw.
by a step and a half.
A very nice throw. Gets him. And now 2 outs for Chatham.
Here's Jake Maxwell, number 7.
No runners on. The pitch
Takes that
is
pitch and he
popped up near the catcher, but he will not have enough time to make the play. That's not. No, that's your guy.
ball outside. Count is now 1-1. Oh, he fouls it off, and that hits the top of the bleachers.
The count is now 1-2.
2 outs. Top of the 5th inning.
And a 10-0 Warner Robins lead.
They have really put on a show here.
Very. And that is a high pitch that the catcher cannot grab. Doesn't go far.
Warner Robins has the perfect combination of small ball and big hits. They get runners on and they have hitters to drive them in.
And there is strike 3 to end the inning.
Score is now 10-0 Warner Robins, as Chatham will try to get a run on the board so they will not get mercy ruled. And here we go. We got a new pitcher on the mound. It looks like.
And there's the first pitch. Ooh, and a nice hit to right field. The right fielder stumbles, but is able to stop the ball from going any farther, so the runner only gets to get one base.
The pitcher is now number 23, Brooks Willis. Now coming to the plate, Ben Fernandez, I think.
And there's a high ball. The count is now 1-0.
My bad, that's Jared Sykes.
And
Ooh,
that
that
is
was
a
right down the middle.
perfect pitch. And that is strike one. And there's a low pitch. So now the count is 2-1. This pitcher is working very fast.
Ooh, that pitch had nice movement on it.
And there is strike two.
Jared Sykes is very frustrated he didn't get that pitch.
The 2-2 pitch.
Ball low. Count is now 3-2. Good stop by Eli Stevens.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And it is
Strike
a
three.
strike.
Catches him looking.
Wow.
My, what a pitch.
And the batter just looks back in disbelief.
Now here's number 8, Jackson Robinson. Struck out his first time up.
There's a high and inside pitch. He ducks so it doesn't hit him. And now the count is 1-0.
Chatham needs to get a run on the board this inning. And if they don't, then they will be mercy rolled and the game will be over. Count is now 2-0.
And there is a low and outside strike. The count is now 2-1. Another outside low pitch, but this one a little too outside, and the count is now 3-1. This is a big chance for Chatham. And there's a strike.
There's an enthusiastic strike 3 call by Hugh Norman, the home plate umpire. And there's an enthusiastic strike 3 call by Hugh Norman. Got a little mixed up on his pitches there. 2 outs now.
What's Spiders?
And grounds it out. This might be their last chance.
And that is.
And it is. Robbie Holden grounds out to the pitcher to end the ball game. The final score is 10-0. Warner Robins as they defeat Chatham.
And this is Ryan and Nick signing off.
Catch you next game, folks.